Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Matthew Milton, and today I will be giving a presentation on how to improve Wells Fargo's complaint system. First, I'd like to start with an overview, basically just stating some facts. Customer complaints have long been a problem in the financial services industry. Anytime people's money is involved, people tend to get angry. I think we all know that. We all know we've all had some type of incident with the bank where either a deposit hasn't gone through, they won't cash a check, they put holds on the check, something happened, and we complain. Also, after the recent bad publicity, Wells Fargo has been involved in with the fake account scandals and the different things that they've been in the news for, all of which have pretty much been negative. I believe that customer service and customer complaints should be our main focus to get Wells Fargo back in the positive light. The current method we use, or Wells Fargo uses, is outdated. It's inefficient. They do not separate their complaints from different, or they don't distinguish complaints, so they don't have a difference between a malpractice complaint or a service complaint or an account complaint or a financial advising complaint. What I want to do is offer a solution to that. I want to get Wells Fargo back on track as fast as possible. Wells Fargo is a large bank. They are the third biggest bank in the U.S. They are one of the biggest asset holders in the U.S. What I'd like to do is analyze current data while also using survey data that we've collected from Wells Fargo executives, managers, employees, and fine-tune a system that works more efficiently for employees and customers. Customers are number one. Employees are number one too. Well, I guess you can't have two number ones, but employees are extremely important, both of which need to be happy. So basically, the current system doesn't handle complaints effectively. They leave employees disadvantaged and customers angry. The main reason for this is, like I said, they don't distinguish between complaints, and that causes issues. It makes it a slow process to handle any complaint. Satisfaction ratings has fallen from 71% to 63% just for Wells Fargo. That is not a competitive percentage. We need to get back on track with that. 72% of complaints require customers to have 2 or more interactions with the bank. That's 1 more interaction than they should have had. We need to get back to 1 interaction to handle the complaint. What I'd like to see is a 15% increase in response time for complaints. I think that would be a manageable goal. If we can reach that goal, I think we'll see a big difference in the consumer satisfaction rating and a big difference in our customer satisfaction rating. I want to create a complaint team. This complaint team will be made with 2 separate branches of the complaint team. One complaint team will handle malpractice complaints. Malpractice complaints are anything that is, say, a financial advisor that takes money out of a customer's account without him knowing it. Maybe a banker sets up a fake account without the customer knowing it. Haha. And a service complaint would be any complaint that's more or less serious. Maybe a customer waited too long in the drive-thru. Maybe a teller didn't handle their transaction correctly. Maybe they were rude or something like that. That would be a customer service complaint. Setting up a team to handle these 2 types of complaints and categorizing complaints will move things along faster. It will make it easier and faster for us to come up with solutions. We need responsibility. The first person who receives complaint takes responsibility of the complaint and sees it all the way through to a solution. We'll be using a system I've called the 7-day system. Whoever receives the complaint will log the complaint into what I've created, the 7-day system, and they will have 7 days to find a solution to that complaint. After the 7-day period is up, the complaint will be escalated to their branch manager, and the branch manager will either handle the complaint or try to figure out a solution or why the banker could not handle the complaint. Another big part of complaints is that bankers are not handling the account setup process properly. What they need to be doing, we need to train bankers to walk customers through the user interface, the website, and show them all of the different applications, show them how to manage their accounts online, what they need to look for, how they can do different things, deposits online, before the customer leaves the branch. This alone will greatly reduce the amount of complaints Wells Fargo has. Also, we need to have an account summary, a customized summary for the individual customer's account, explaining the fees associated with each individual's account and different things about the account. It needs to be in a small, well-marketed document that is pleasing to the eye, big letters showing the customer everything associated with the account, all the fees related to the account. There shouldn't be any confusion about their account when they leave the branch. I want to set up dedicated representatives for different types of account holders to handle complaints. There should be representatives to handle our investment customers, representatives to help just our consumer customers, representatives to help our business customers, and representatives to help our more affluent, maybe customers that have more than one business. Maybe they have millions of dollars in liquid assets. We need representatives to help with them. Taking ownership is the biggest thing. If our bankers don't take ownership of the complaint, if our tellers don't take ownership of the complaint, we will never find a solution. That's going to be the biggest part of it. If we can get that down, if we can get our employees to take ownership of the complaint, we can find solutions quickly. Another benefit to this type of system is it's easily integrated into the existing system. It will not require a lot of training. Minimal training is needed. All we need to train bankers on is how to use the software, the 7-day system, and then maybe training on how to approach customers about the user interface, the website. If we can give them training on how to show them how to walk a customer through their new account summary, their customized account summary. Training on that wouldn't take more than an hour. All virtual training wouldn't be very expensive, and it wouldn't take long. You would have employees back out on the floor handling customers in less than an hour worth of training. We need competitive customer service at Wells Fargo. We should not be the lowest in consumer satisfaction amongst all the banks. That's not acceptable. In my opinion, the best way to tackle that issue is to handle complaints appropriately. We need to find a solution for these customers quickly. What I'd like to see happen is Wells Fargo adopt these changes now. They integrate this system now. Wells Fargo has not always had a negative stigma connected to their name. This is very recent. After the account scandals, after all the negative publicity, Wells Fargo has never looked worse than they do right now. I need everyone to come to an understanding that if Wells Fargo doesn't do something, make a change, adapt, then they will continue to fall off and get more customer complaints. So call to action. We need to see people getting on board with this quickly so we can handle the issue. Customers are our number one priority. They have to be. To create a business, a successful business, customers have to be the priority. We must get every employee on the same page. If we don't train the employees and get them to understand the process, then the system will fail. We will regain Wells Fargo's prestige reputation. It will just take a process and take time. That's all I have to say today, guys. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.